Hello everyone, it's me, Quan, coming forward back in another video today. And today, we are going to be discussing about Bendy and the Dark Revival. Now, a lot of people are now talking about this more. Most likely they're talking about Bendy and all that. Like, everyone literally thought that Bendy was never going to come back. That it was just going to be in the indie game hall in the sky. But nope. In approximately in 13 days, so almost 2 weeks, Bendy the Dark Revival is here. Unfortunately for Steam. So we got us console guys are gonna have to and gals have to stop and wait for it. But it's fine. It's fine. But what I want to talk about is something that no one's been talking about, or I feel like no one has yet made a video about it. And that video is, where's Henry? Like, I can't be the only person who thinks, where's Henry in all this? I mean, like, we kind of saw some returning characters alongside new characters. Not only did we saw Allison Angel, also known as Allison Pendle, but we also see Alice Angel, the evil one, Susie Campbell, the one that we fought in Chapter 3. We also saw the Butcher Gang. We also expect that Sammy Lawrence is going to come back because of the Twitter posting these new words which said, "Benevolent demon, someone has reawakened the dark." So we'll most likely get to see Sammy soon enough about this. And let's be honest, I know we didn't really see Boris as well, but come on. You have Bendy, you have Alice. If you don't add Boris, that's a massive L. So we're just going to assume that Boris is going to be there as well. But even still, there is still one person unaccountable. Where's Henry? The person we played as at the original game. Well, I got myself a theory. And admittedly this theory is kind of wonky. But we're gonna do it. Why not? So it all starts with this guy right here. The fact that he schemes over and it's looking like he has Audrey, like, pinned, or, like Ray from The Force Awakens. Yeah, that's what the one. Now, honestly, we all been discussing who this guy is, but I feel like I think I have a good idea who this guy is. Now, granted, yes, there's some posters, if I can show you. A lot of people are saying that this could be Wilson, like right here, this could be Wilson, but I mean, a part of me thinks it's true. I mean, heck, this could not be the person we see today. I mean, this could be like, the person this could be Wilson back when Bendy was not a horror attraction. And this could be him now. Basically gone insane. I mean, like, but you don't tell me you don't look at this guy, you see this guy and you don't tell me he's crazy. And it's sounding like that he has control over Bendy. Like, he says that he has pushed away Bendy, but he will reawaken him as long as the monsters don't get Audrey. So in some ways, he has control over Bendy. So Bendy is now a pawn instead of just roaming around being the head macho like he was in the first game. Well, what if I tell you that it isn't Wilson? It's Joey Drew. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, the fact that he's right here and behind him it says Joey Drew, the Man and the Demon, it's kind of almost like this could be Joey Drew taking the alienness, the appearance of Wilson, as a disguise. Like, come on. Because I just don't see why Wilson be the person to do it. I mean, like, why would he awaken the darkness? And I feel like in some ways Joey has much more of a reason to do this. I mean, Joey's whole shtick is to be immortal, to become an immortal being, right? So I mean, like, of course he's gonna continue using people at his studio to get what he wants to reach ultimate livelihood, become an immortal man. So I mean, like, that's probably something. But yes, I know. That seems a little far fetched. I mean, do we even know that Joey Drew could actually be Wilson? Like, heck, I'm pretty sure Joey Drew from the first game looking like he's already about to kick the bucket. But I mean, who knows? I mean, who knows? Maybe we don't see Henry here is because, well, I guess Joey Drew kind of succeeded. It's almost like Henry is DED. Maybe. The fact that Henry is gone, that means in some ways Henry is able to, not Henry, Joey is able to acquire some youth, and that's what's happening. Again, that's a little far fetched, but like I said, you know, we have quite literally no information what to go off. But then comes Audrey. Something about Audrey is kept me up at night. We're just assuming that this is a hardworking employee animator who is, you know, unfortunately thrown into this mess. Like, we have no idea who Audrey is. Like, we're just assuming that she's just this new character that we're playing as. And I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I mean, Audrey is no doubt going to be an interesting character. Very interesting indeed. But we never know her last name. And I think that's intentional. Here's what I think. I think Audrey is Henry's daughter. Yes, I'm pulling that theory in. Alright, I'm pulling that theory out on the cards. Look, let's really think about this. We have no idea who Audrey's last name is. And I mean, like, it's already been a trope that where we got when you play as someone who's technically a father, you'll someday be able to play as either a foster child of that person or the legit child of that person. We literally played as we played as Michael in the FNAF games. And while yes, I said I wasn't going to do FNAF about that, let's not forget at I think Red Dead Redemption, we play as I don't want to butcher it, but we have played as the son to get vengeance of our father. So I mean, like, there is just a bunch of and God of Wars. I mean, God of Wars we play as Kratos, and then we play as the kid that we play as. Look, I know I'm butchering, and I know I'm going to get so much heat in the comments below, but you get the idea. When you play as the father, someone who's basically holding the title of father will someday be playing the child. And the whole obsession with this old guy, which if it's true that it's Joey, then it makes sense why he's after Audrey. Audrey is the daughter of Henry. Maybe he's successful, and the why we don't see Henry is because Henry is done. He is DED, down under. And Joey's probably thinking, well, since I already got Henry, might as well go after his daughter too. And I mean, like, in some ways, if Audrey is Henry's daughter, it makes sense why she's in Joey Drew Studios. Despite the fact that mostly everyone is gone, so I mean, like, how is that even possible unless this game takes place years before? But even still, if we're like, like, really think about it. Like, I know it don't make no sense. This is a theory that's gonna be no sense, and people are gonna say, actually, it's kind of too early to speculate. But really, Audrey doesn't have a last name, so unless it's intentional and it's gonna be revealed, I think that Audrey is basically Henry's daughter. And the reason why Joey Drew is going through the troubles of getting her is because we saw how she has this glowingness in her, that she has something special that he didn't see in Henry. So I'm guessing that Audrey is special in some way, and that's why he's going to reawaken the dark, bringing back Bendy into the mix. Well, I mean, like, it's also another possibility that the reason why we don't see Henry is that Henry could be Bendy. Basically saying that in the canon truth of this franchise, Henry failed and then he becomes Bendy. He becomes a more monstrous version of Bendy. It's basically saying that Bendy in the first game had no soul, but now in this game he has a soul, Henry's soul. And that's why he's more monstrous, more able to be controlled, because Henry just couldn't fight it. Henry couldn't fight it, and Joey Drew wins, making Henry the new Bendy. Or, I mean, I guess Henry could also be the new little Henry, basically being the perfect Bendy that we saw at the end of the trailer. That's all I got. Be sure you can go ahead and tell me in the comments below how wrong I am. Anyways, guys, this is going to be the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be sure to talk more about Bendy, and heck, maybe, I don't know, this could be a maybe, but Saturday we could continue off playing Bendy and the Ink Machine, the first game to hype us up. This is 1Gamer54 signing off.